Natalie made the long trip across the Nullarbor Plain with her horse. I believe her mother also travelled with her. They had a very eventful trip, even managing to run out of fuel and limping into a fuel station and finding that the fuel station had run out of fuel. Australia is a very big place, and it's an amazing trip to drive across the Nullarbor Plain from Perth. It's many hours in an aeroplane. I don't know how long it took them, days no doubt. Very little. Next into the arena, Natalie Wilson and JC Spiderman. Entering in collected trot. Little tense there to halt, not quite with the music. That's a shame. Proceeding at collected trot. And in good tempo with Georgie Girl. Oh, such a shame. And in this case, the technical really disturbing the artistic. It's very difficult to trot with the music when Spiderman lost balance and broke in the extended trot there. Down a quarter line, shoulder in left. Great music, suiting Spiderman. Very attractive horse, quite a presence. Trot half past left. Did very well yesterday in the Prix St George. After the long trip from West Australia, Natalie's also competed at the National Championships. Extended trot on the long side. This year, Equitana without a small tour, so she's made the big trip and fitting in now her second show 4 weeks after the first. And mirror image, shoulder in to the right, again on the quarter line. Looks so much better when there is absolute symmetry, but the lines away from the normal test, the inner track, riders need to be disciplined and make sure they are similarly positioned, not just somewhere between the centre line and the long side. Transition now to collected walk. And relaxing more for the extended walk. Again, an attractive horse with 3 good paces. And riding with the tempo. Leaving one of the curb reins loose there, absolutely with the music, with the canter on. So apart from the minor glitch with the extended trot, looking good. Losing the quarters a little before the pirouette, but Spiderman, a horse that can take the weight behind, very athletic horse. So well done for the full pirouette. Single flying change, so increasing the difficulty here. More difficult line than the into one. A movement that perhaps not quite so much balance in the left counter pirouette, but very well done to the right. A line that really comes from more the big tour from previous versions of the Inter 2. And to the tempi changes very sweetly into the 3 times and adding difficulty with the curved line in the FEI tests and finishing in counter-canter. So added difficulty, perhaps not a particular boost to the artistic, but adding to the difficulty. 2-time changes now. This time looking like it's going to be a straight line. Indeed it is. Very safe, very secure. But not finishing with a counter-canter. Wise decision, perhaps room to make it more difficult without having to change the music later. Riders spending a lot of time, energy, sometimes money as well, preparing the score for their freestyles. Extended canter there. And working on the strengths, the canter pirouettes. So canter pirouette to the left, losing the flexion and bending just at the end, and putting in a single change. So a mirror image of the diagonal. Oh dear, change behind, back again, jumping together. So this time the canter pirouette to the right. Such a shame, the first one on the diagonal KM, right pirouette the highlight, but that one not so. That's the danger, adding more difficult movements. If it comes off, great, but that will pull the technical mark down, and it's a multiplier of 2 on the pirouettes. And the final halt, more or less, with the music. So some highlights, horse with real talent, and Natalie doing a great job in the saddle. Perhaps their last competition with this trip over from Perth.